Welcome, citizens. Shadowrays here. Hey, I'm just gonna... Ooh, that's kind of slow. Just gonna hunt down some Quantanium tonight and chill. Nothing super duper special. Or too exciting, really. Just, you know, Wednesday. That's a Wednesday. Gotta have a bunch of Quantanium for, some of the Wicklow rewards, so I figured I'd see what I could do with it. I will leave no ship cargo untossed. There's one of them in there, I'm getting it.
City Flight is proud to be the official transportation tram now leaving the station. Stand clear of the doors. Now arriving.
My settings aren't in quite the way that I want them to.
Quantium's capital of commerce. Whatever your transaction, we wish you a beneficial and prosperous stay.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Okay, how's it going? Just checking to see if my DBs that I made are sticking on my ships. Fine. Put anything away here? We're good. Okay, but display info 0. Okay, but prepare for takeoff.
Contacting docking control. Commencing launch sequence. Powering up the ship.
Crusader Industries, a journey worth
Systems
taking.
ready.
Systems on.
Lights on.
Hey, Crystal Dragon,
Shields
how's it
up.
going?
100% impulse. Targeting default set. You have the con.
Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna go do some VHRTs. Ava, configure Hercules.
Weapons power is configured to true. Wings are configured to false. VTOL is configured to true. Power management is configured to false. Completed.
Alert. Overhead crash close.
Ava, let's get underway and head to standard orbit.
Retracting landing system. Toggling VTOL. Preparing quantum mode. 100% impulse.
Landing
Direct
gear
ship to
up.
90 degrees for max thrust in 3, 2, 1. Max engines. Boost. Full trim. Afterburners off.
That's VoiceAttack. There's a link to my profile and stuff you can use in the video description. Fully free. Enjoy. Ava, navigate to Crusader.
Navigating to Crusader.
Quantum travel engaged.
I have a macro for that too, yeah. Yeah, download it. You know, look at it. Look at all my secrets. I have. I think, as far as I could tell, I'm the only person that's doing resolution independent mouse macros with it. So, very handy for some of the mobile glass buttons and the navigation. And my profile, you can also load it up alongside the HTS voice packs that are like these professionally made ones that are done. Sadly, they and you know, it makes sense to me why they probably don't want to do the resolution independent macro stuff. Well, yeah, I got videos on all that stuff. Well, I mean, mostly on the you know, what the macro does, not so much on how it works. But I mean, it's pretty simple math, right? If I click exactly 50% of the way through my screen, it's 50% of the way on my screen, no matter what my resolution is. So you basically just have to put in a variable that says this is my current resolution, and it figures out the math based on the resolution that I recorded the macro on. So yeah, if you got any ideas or things to add, you know, let me know. I update it every few months with, you know, fixes and new stuff when the game warrants it, so. I'm gonna try some VHRTs in the Hercules here and see how
Quantum travel complete.
it goes. See, I should show off some stuff for you instead of doing it manually now, right? Ava, all ahead full.
Shields up. 100% impulse. Full trim.
Ava contracts.
Opening contracts.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could do it that way, but I like dogfighting too much, so. Each shelter on yellow.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
Ava, War Factor 1.
Quantum travel
Engaging quantum
engaged.
drive.
Quantum travel complete.
It's right there. Can't see half my... HUD. Thanks to almost zero contrast. Good job, CIG. You can kind of see the green parentheses on the outside of the, like the quantum thing. But yeah, the pip in the center of the screen, nothing.
Quantum travel complete. Contact.
What do we got here? Right, we got a... Yeah, okay. We're gonna go wide. We have a red alert.
Weapons engaged.
On.
Shields up. 100% impulse. Combat mode enabled. Decoys 4, ready for battle.
Oh gosh, we've lost radar because
Contact.
we're so stupid. Power management bugs are just, they would make me crazy. Yeah, M2. But yeah. We'll see how that goes. I'm not super confident, but Got his shields down pretty nicely there, but built back up again already. Holy crap.
Attack on shields.
Not good. I'll let those build back up again. What was that, kiddo? Okay, I can't hear you because I have headphones on, so you're gonna have to speak up.
Can I join you?
Join me what?
Sergeant?
Ooh, you got school tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
So,
Attack.
not so sure school night's a good idea. I mean, I would love to, but it's already almost 8, right? Still not thinking this is my
Attack
best
on
idea.
shields. Shield failure. Shield failure.
I gotta bug out.
Off. Quantum travel engaged. Quantum
Jeez
travel
Louise.
Complete.
We believe. Now let's go get some repairs and
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
where's 157? We'll go get repairs. So now I'm like I'm stubborn. Okay. Ava Cam Cargo.
Engage.
1.
Ava Cam Cargo.
1.
Yeah, I guess it looks like everything's in one piece down there. It's usually the missiles that blow everything up inside you, so...
Quantum travel complete.
Give a final approach.
Landing
Initiated.
weapons engaged.
On.
Defenses ready. 100% impulse. Combat mode enabled.
Jesus.
You have the con.
The junkyard out here. Yeah, it's just using the camera, the advanced camera system. So that's like, you know, you hold down F4 and yeah, do all that. So it's like numpad 1 while holding down F4. Ava Cam 1.
1.
Yeah. So, you know, I just add an extra command down there. I can save them to, you know, different things. Different cameras. Yeah, I'll use one that I use for landing all the time here in a second. Ava gear down.
Deploying landing system. Toggling VTOL.
That's another one of my smart macros because I told the system that I was flying a Hercules, so it knows I have VTOL.
Alert. Front crash close.
Ava Cam overhead.
5.
Oh, they shot my back open too? Jerks. That's not gonna get fixed till I store it. A lot of junk down here. Ugh. Ava damage report.
Opening damage report.
Oh, you're kidding me. Nothing. I feel like...
Launch complete. Alert. Rear crash close.
It's titanium and slam. Ava, let's get underway and head to standard orbit.
Retracting landing system. Toggling VTOL. Preparing quantum mode. 100% impulse.
Landing
Direct
gear
ship to
on.
90 degrees for max thrust in 3, 2, 1. Max engines. Boost. Full trim.
I'm just gonna park it at
Afterburners off.
Crew L1. Ava, navigate to Crew L1.
Navigating to Crew L1 Ambitious Dream Station.
Ava warp factor 1.
Engaging quantum drive.
Engage. Quantum travel complete.
Ava warp factor 1.
Engaging quantum drive.
Engage.
Ava display info 4. Wow, there's like no one on the server.
Quantum travel complete.
Oh, it took a while. No, not using voice meter, just OBS stuff. Ava, final approach.
Landing initiated. Weapons engaged.
Shields on.
Power to shields and engines. 100% impulse. Combat mode enabled. You have the con.
That was nice, Vent. Ava, gear down.
Fresh
Deploying
crash
landing
course.
system. Toggling VTOL.
Landing gear down.
Yeah, I'm not having that problem because I turn listening off, and then it only responds to me when I say whatever AI name I want it to. I mean, it could be whatever word you want, whatever word or phrase. So my particular one is Ava. But then if I pause and don't say anything afterwards, you know, she won't respond. Ava, what time is it?
7:58 p.m.
Yep. Yeah, I definitely have a setup video that talks about that. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to exit ship. There we go. Of course, I could just run out the back. Might as well double check everything. But this guy just loves to ride up the wall all the time. A little worse for wear. Well, yeah, there is a AI version that does similar things to VoiceAttack. Problem with AI is it's all cloud-based, and it takes too long. You know, like when I need something to happen, I need it to happen right then. I don't want it to happen, you know, 3 to 5 seconds later, and there's just way too much lag.
Welcome
Way too
to
much
the
lag.
ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility. Please visit us.
So, yeah. And honestly, you just don't need, you don't need AI at all. There's nothing that I want winging it based on what it's imagining I'm saying. The last thing I need is
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle
hallucinating
retrieval system.
AI when I need, you know, chaffs and flares, right?
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visit us again.
But yeah, there's a product called Wingman AI that you know, I kept my eye on and stuff, but it doesn't really do really doesn't do macros like VoiceAttack does. So it has some limitations, and then, you know, of course, one of them is it's using cloud-based AI, so it doesn't have to. But, you know, like, why am I going to pay for another product? I can't do what I want, not use the AI. It just seems silly to me. Ava, prepare for takeoff.
Contacting docking control. Commencing launch sequence. Powering up the ship. Systems ready. Lights on. Shields up.
Oh, the VoiceAttack macros.
100% impulse.
All the little scripts that it's running.
Targeting default set. You have the con.
Okay, let's see if I can adjust this a little bit here. Okay.
Takeoff complete. Collision alert. Front.
Okay, let's get underway.
Retracting landing system. Toggling VTOL.
Landing gear raised.
Ava, nav mode.
Preparing quantum mode. Max engines. Nav ready.
Ava, work factor 1.
Engaging quantum drive.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, VoiceAttack, like I said, like, you could do, you know, more complex programming type things with it. Has its, you know, its own scripting language. I don't know why it's not picking up my face very well tonight.
Quantum drive is now off.
Don't understand why he's still on the radar like that. Jeez Louise, that is so annoying.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive
They all are. You have a red alert.
Weapons engaged. Shields up.
shields damaged.
100% impulse. Combat mode enabled. Decoys 4, ready for battle.
Shields damaged.
Good old reliable Galderines. Ava, scan mode.
Scanning ready.
Ava, scan for life forms.
Scanning for life forms.
I got 4 Quantanium on there. I'll come back and get it. Ava, pin target 1.
Pin target 1.
There we go. Ava, pin target 2.
Pin target 2.
Ugh. Why would it pin that one? So dumb.
Target acquired.
Hey, Savage. Well, you know, I was getting my ass kicked in my M2. So, I switched to my tried and true Taurus.
Shields damaged.
Hey, Rooster. This is quite the low pop server you're on.
Yeah. Just farting around trying to figure out what I have with regards to Citadel stuff.
Ah. What you're saying is Sparky sent you down a rabbit hole.
No, I was already down the hole. He mentioned, you know, you found some Citadel armor. I was talking to him last night, you know,
There we go.
before I was going to go rescue him, and he said they had found some Citadel armor and this and that. And I'm like, well, anything you don't want, I'd be interested in, because they started to realize that there are variants that are mislabeled as maroon. So we can get them like one that says maroon, but it could be white, or it could be a variant of the maroon itself,
Right.
or it could be dark gray with gunmetal set, or a gunmetal with dark gray set, or a tan set. I found a tan
Right.
core.
Alright, there's 4 Quantanium up on this Starfare. One on the caterpillar that is falling to its eventual doom. We have an impulse 5.
5% impulse.
Oh, really? We have a full impulse.
100% impulse.
Yeah, it's done something weird, man. Ava, reset joysticks.
Stand by. Completed.
Son of a gun. Ava, impulse 5.
5% impulse.
Fine. Just gonna... Sometimes when things go wonky, VoiceAttack and Joystick Gremlin fight with each other. Ava, impulse 5.
5% impulse.
Oh, son of a gun, I know what the problem is. There is nothing wrong, it's... Well, there is something wrong, it's CIG. If you're in scan mode, it doesn't show you. But your speed stuff is doing. Super annoying. Ava, all stop.
All 0% impulse.
I'm gonna check.
I'm wearing mine.
A lot of copper and corundum on here. Don't matter anymore. Hey, there's my Quantanium. 4 SVU and a 4 SVU. Gotta love it. Dogfighting and unloading boxes. It's so zen.
Radar contact.
You have a full impulse.
100% impulse.
Rear.
You have a contracts.
Opening contracts.
Yay, asteroid surrounding yellow.
Always a fun time.
Shields off. Auto drive is now on. Auto drive is now off.
Interdiction against me. Mm-hmm. We have a red alert.
Weapons engaged. Shields up. 100% impulse. Combat mode enabled. Decoys 4, ready for battle.
Oh, they're gonna totally get me. These guys are planning ahead. Someone's in like a... Oh, yeah. Oof.
Got ambushed.
Oh, yeah. That was awesome. I didn't know they were still doing this stuff. OM3, boom. Interdicted. Hi there. That was fun. You can have my 4 SCUs of Quantanium. It's a lot of extra work for that, but, you know, go ahead.
Right. I'm gonna be AFK for just a minute.
now arriving. Tram now approaching.
It takes all of us working together to keep our port safe and secure. Be vigilant and report positive threats every time.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your insurance claim has been sent. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Okay, I'm back while my coffee cooks.
And better than ever.
Yeah, I think what really triggered my desire to catalog my Citadel armor pieces was when I went and looted Sakura, and I got even more, like, I got like a named white chest, which I didn't actually have a named white chest yet. And I'm like, all right, now I gotta figure out, because then it started getting crazy, because there's like 4 or 5 different sets,
right,
that are named maroon. So at some point I had stopped grabbing maroon stuff. I'm like, okay, whatever. Well, now I realize I need to grab as many of the maroon pieces as possible.
Mm-hmm. Life is like a maroon chest piece.
Yeah, you never know what you're gonna get.
We watched that last night.
Did you?
Yeah. There was a little bit of a documentary on YouTube. And my oldest son Shane and I watched it, and you know, I mean, it's such a nostalgic movie. I mean, that's part of the charm, right? Is all the
Right.
pieces and parts of history that he's a part of
Right.
in there. But it's also just really well written and poignant, and it has a lot of truths in it, in its fiction. And the way that Tom Hanks came up with a big part of the character was because of the casting of the young Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
And they like had no, like, how is this guy supposed to talk? How is he you know, like, they were still flummoxed by the whole thing until they cast that kid and realized, you know, like we
Was the answer.
we shouldn't, we don't want to like cast a kid that can copy what Tom Hanks is going to do. We want to cast a kid that Tom Hanks can copy.
Right. Yeah, I saw that interview quite a few years ago, but yeah, I remember exactly what.
Yeah. He was talking about, he asked him what his father did or whatever, and he says, "My dad makes grease." Grease? I mean, like, people use grease. What do people use grease for? Oh, they use grease in all kinds of things. Lipstick.
Dick.
You know, and I was like, it's so brilliant. You know, the creative process to go through all that with a movie is just amazing. And, you know, Tom Hanks and the people that made that film were just brilliant.
Man. Now, I don't want to get into politics, but it's side related. Now, Tom Hanks, I think, is an amazing actor. He's a genius. Whether it was Saving Private Ryan, I can't remember the name of the movie where he was the head jail guard or whatever it was.
Green Mile.
Green Mile. You know,
yeah,
all those movies he's done, they're all like such epic action, and not action, but acting.
Yeah,
is what I consider it. And what ruined it for me was when he started chiming in about all the politics and stuff. And I'm like, I really love this guy, and he's entertaining. But now I know him as a real person, and it almost stands in the way of finding him entertaining.
Yeah, that can happen with you know, actors are actors. You know, the good actors are good actors for a reason, right? And yeah, sometimes you get to know them outside their acting arena, and you're like, well, gosh, he's a really good actor, though.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, and the complete opposite would be like Keanu Reeves. Amazing actor. And on top of that, just an amazing person. You know, so I mean, you get different ends of the spectrum, and you know, and I recognize that, yes, okay, you know, his opinions are his opinions. It doesn't change the fact that he's still an amazing actor. It just, you know, tainted it a little bit, I guess.
I feel the same way about Tom Cruise.
Oh, yeah.
Not a big cult guy, you know. Not saying
we just,
you know.
But even besides the whole Scientology thing, just the way he acts as a, like, you know, like, if you look at some of the things, like some of the appearances he's done, let's say like on Oprah back in the day, and you see how just off the wall and weird he acts.
Yeah, he's weirder. Yeah, I mean, I guess, you know, like, I don't find Tom Hanks to be a weirdo. I don't have any particular issues with his politics, but that, you know, that's all personal preference. But yeah, Tom Hanks, regardless of what it's about, he's weird. He's a weird dude.
Right.
But I think part of that weirdness is the Scientology stuff.
Yeah.
Like that's
I mean,
just not.
I don't know how, like, when he got involved in Scientology.
Late
Because
80s.
I don't.
Late
Was it
80s.
the late 80s?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so that would probably be around the same time that he was doing the Oprah appearances and stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, he just always seems like a real, like just an oddball.
Please visit us
Yeah.
again.
Although, the people that work with him just say he's a fantastic guy to work with. A little intense, but
Right.
like you just never know. Just never know.
Right.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your
Come on,
insurance
Taurus.
has been sent. Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility. Your vehicle has been delivered to please visit us again.
Oh, by the time I get this out, I'm gonna have to go start paying attention to eBay. Got a couple of those stream decks. I gotta keep an eye on.
It's been a while since I messed around with anything on eBay. I gotta go back down and get some ammo. Such a long run in these large hangars. One sec, be right back.
Maybe they could get us like roller skates or something.
Okay, I'm back, sorry.
And better than ever. See, I have to say it every time now.
Yeah, before I had to make the coffee, this time I had to grab it. Well,
That is hilarious. giant orange battery shows up in other, but it's like behind all the other stuff.
Right.
That
Oh,
is
that frustrated me.
hilarious. I'm like, what is this? What is going on? Yeah, isn't it though? Yeah, anyways, enough of that. Some of those. Grab one of those. Ava, prepare for takeoff.
Contacting docking control. Commencing launch sequence. Powering up the ship.
Welcome to Roman Swiss Industries.
Systems ready.
Just hate that
Lights
part.
on. Shields up.
Turn it on my ship. Watching my frames per
100%
second go from
impulse.
70 to 50.
Targeting default set. You have the con.
Ava, configure constellation.
Weapons power is configured to true. Wings are configured to false. VTOL is configured to true. Power management is configured to false. Completed.
Ava, let's get underway and head to standard orbit.
Retracting landing system. Toggling VTOL. Preparing quantum mode. 100% impulse. Direct ship to 90 degrees for max thrust in 3, 2, 1. Max engines. Boost. Full trim. Afterburners off.
Ava, navigate to crew L1.
Navigating to Crew L1 Ambitious Dream Station.
Quantum drive is now on.
caddy build today or tomorrow. They're starting to freak out.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of excited if they're going to have the tack. See how that goes. Give a final approach.
Landing initiated. Weapons engaged. Power to shields and engines. 100% impulse. Combat mode enabled. You have the con.